Just want to put a little disclaimer here at the beginning of the video. Um, if you think that what I'm about to say is Mike Z is a sexist and a creep, that's how I thought I was going to go into the video too, with all the outrage. But, no, not that at all. It's not going to go that way. And for all the people who are going to come on here and call me a sexist because I disagree with the popular opinion, yeah, you can go get fucked. Alright, what's up everybody, it's Z. I'm going to go over... I guess I should give a little bit of background. So previously I made 2 videos about some Skullgirls community things that were happening. The first one was the SonicFox video, where everybody was hating on him because, I don't know, they don't like him. And the second one was about Mike Z and how he made a bad joke in reference to George Floyd's murder. And so I got a message earlier today and a little bit of a jump on the Mike Z video. And it was because some messages came out in reference to him. So I guess since I made the previous video about Mike Z, I should follow it up. I don't know what I'm going to say. This is all not scripted. I don't have anything I'm going to say in particular because I haven't read any of it yet. And depending on how... I don't know. We'll see what happens with the video. I got a couple links from a friend of mine who is good at finding information out. So I guess I'll just start. And I have a little bit of like what's going on. So Mike Z was, I don't know, talking to a person and sent some weird text messages. I haven't read them yet, like I said. But that person was BunnyAyu. I don't know how the fuck you say her name. And so we'll start there. She put this tweet out that says, "A big reason I'm taking a break from the FGC is sexual harassment I received from a big creator. It was out of nowhere and really mortified me. You aren't alone. Heart." That one creator she's talking about is Mike Z. She doesn't feel comfortable sharing their identity yet. She's already done that as of now. "I'm sorry I've been silent on this. It's really difficult for me to name the person in the FGC that was sexist towards me in DMs because many of the people I confided in did not take it seriously. Thank you so much for the support and kind message." Okay. So, the person she's talking about, like I already said, is Mike Z. So we're going to start from the top here. "Thank you for making a video game where there is BDSM Yuri. Tries to figure out how to respond to this. Yeah, I would be too. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, question mark seems appropriate. There's a lot less of that type of thing than there was originally because even fewer people would have taken it seriously otherwise. Witness Philia's unused timeout pose, which you can look up online. That's non-committal enough. Let's see who the person is. Oh, I think it's the lady who was streaming the game recently that I mistook. Juniper 4 or whatever. Jupiter 4. Visits the Twitter page. Whoa, you actually have a catch light / eye light. That's some serious production value. I have so many questions I want to ask that I'm definitely not going to ask. I'm happy SG is fun for you." Let's see. Yeah, right here. "I joked about sending the thanks for Yuri fan service on Twitch while playing Eliza's story. I also tweeted to an artist that was completely respectful and normal about it." Let's check that out. What the fuck is this shit? Yeah, right here. Sorry, this is gonna become a slap together video. "This one, I think it's awesome. I understand though. I like DOA a lot. It's dead or alive. But he gets a lot of negative feedback for being too sexy. I love Philia though. Yep, I've played Skullgirls 3 times on stream. I really love the style and played Eliza's story today. So that's why I thanked you for the Yuri BDSM. Anyways, ask away. I'm a fan of the game so far. It's really cool and fun for sure." Cool. Yes. We had to add in all the mummy raps to Eliza getting thrown at frames, or we wouldn't have gotten the right rating. Also some some foam in her bath. Strangely, they said nothing about her other story mode art. Ask the questions. Well, okay. Are you putting on high voices like lots of Japanese ladies do? What brought you to Skullgirls anyways? I guess you've embraced the thirst culture, but like, isn't it weird? As definitely not anyone's fantasy. I don't know how I'd feel in your place. Did you start out with that as an aim? I'm genuinely curious. Okay. My voice is real. It gets higher pitch when I'm excited though. I'm cursed with it. I get that question a lot. I like fighting games. I've had an interest since I was a kid and wanted to revisit some for nostalgia. I found Skullgirls through recommendations from my fans. It doesn't bother me. Thirst is human nature. I started as a gravure model online and did sexy modeling for maybe 3 years or so before retiring. I retired a year ago to pursue Twitch streaming. Oh, of course you did. Because that's what Twitch is full of now. Just, you know, whatever. I'm used to thirst stuff from my job and a huge fan of HR artists and the culture. So it doesn't really bother me. Who would have thought? Well, sorry for asking the dumb common questions. I know some other ladies like that. I bet it's annoying to get asked to put your parents on the phone. I suppose thirst definitely helps sub counts, and probably validation. If external validation is necessary, I'm embarrassed enough streaming at all, and I dislike people, so I feel unqualified to speak here. Huh. I'm sort of curious what your family thinks about it, but that's dangerously close to the koi. What does your boyfriend think? Probe of, you single? It's just a word I'm so unfamiliar with. Gravure, the printing process? Oh, Google helped. Oh, it's the rest of the message. Beware of, like, the prevalent problems with sexism in the FGC, I presume. Sorry about that in advance, although the Skullgirls community is in particular is better about it. Anyways, I don't mean to bother you. You're just kind of fascinating and unfamiliar. Well, that's a good weird ending. The validation was very uncomfortable and demeaning. Can you... Sorry, maybe I'm autistic, but I'm not really sure what's wrong here. I'm not really like... What? The validation comment was very uncomfortable and demeaning. Can you imagine this conversation with a man in the FGC? Huh? What is she on about? Or whoever wrote these little fucking captions. I'm gonna sit here and process what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Alright, let's just keep going. I'm sure you get messages from humans with penises asking for that kind of stuff pretty regularly. So if you prefer, how about I acknowledge the brain inside the lady? It takes a lot of skill and cunning and a certain amount of both integrity and ruthlessness to succeed at pretty much anything. So calculating successful person who owns herself. What's your end goal? Is streaming sustainable? Do you want to own a tech company or manufacture solar cells or grow cute flowers or what? I like to know to prepare to invest in. His responses are creepy, demeaning, and I don't really think he would talk to a man this way. Is that it? Are you kidding me? What the fuck? Is this really what people are mad about? I don't see anything wrong with this conversation. Yeah, he's a little bit strange in the way he's responding to people, but he already said he's not good at talking to people. Huh? This is really it? I don't know, maybe I'm autistic here, but I'm not really seeing a fucking problem. I was coming on here ready to be like, oh, Mike Z, you fucked up. God damn it. I was ready to accept that I fucked up with the previous video. And was like, oh, well, he fucked up again. But I'm not seeing anything that makes him... What? All he's doing is asking her what she likes about the game. What brought you to Skullgirls? And she already said she was a gravure model, or however you fucking pronounce that. She's talking about how she likes Yuri BDSM shit, hentai art. You know, she was a sexy model, and he's asking her questions about the topic she brought up. Hold up, let me get my fucking head straight here. I'm so confused now. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back through it and break down. Maybe incorrectly. If I'm incorrect, let me know. Let me know. So here she talks about, hey, thanks for making the game. There's BDSM Yuri in it. And he's like, I'm glad you enjoy it, I guess. I thought you were someone else when I saw it, you streaming it. You have high production value. I'm happy that you like Skullgirls. And you talked about this timeout pose. She's like, oh, I love Philia. I love Dead or Alive, though people say it's too sexy. I'm a fan of the game, so ask me some questions. I said, oh yeah. He talks about that Liza thing. And then some of the story art, blah, blah, blah. He asks if she's putting on a high voice. Asks what brought her to Skullgirls, which is probably the hentai shit. Or Eki, at least. You embrace the thirst culture. Asks if it's weird. Blah, blah, blah. Says her voice is real. She likes fighting games. Says that thirst is human nature. And says that she used to be a gravure model and did sexy modeling for 3 years. And then she tried to be a Twitch streamer. And then she also says she likes hentai artists in the culture, right? So then he asks questions about that. He says, thirst definitely helps the sub counts. Well, he would know about that because that's probably one of the reasons that Skullgirls sold the way it did. Because some of the erotic shit to it, which I don't know. I'm not too fond of, but whatever. The game's still good. God, I'm fucking annoyed because I don't... Why are people... What? And then he talks about sexism in the FGC, which, I don't know, whatever. And then he just kind of ends it. And then he says that... I don't know. He says, like, you get messages from dudes. He says humans with penises, but that means dudes. Asking about, I don't know, thirst culture regularly. And he says... How about he acknowledges the brain? Talking about, like, her intelligence or thought or whatever. Takes a lot of skill, cunning, and he just pretty much fucking says good shit about her. How is this creepy? You opened up dialogue with him and opened yourself up to answer questions. And none of his questions were that fucking weird. I don't know, dude. This is fucking stupid. People are really mad about this shit. Y'all need to fucking grow up. Seriously. If you can't handle shit like this... I don't want to get mad. This is nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing compared to the other shit that's going on. With the Ubisoft fucking higher up sexually harassing their... Oh my god. I'm trying not to get mad on this shit. But seriously, people need to grow the fuck up. This is not that big of a fucking deal. And this bitch, she's probably just trying to get traction by trying to cancel Mike Zaymont. She's just trying to get traction. It's like, ooh, look at how creepy his responses are. They're not even fucking creepy. And you open the dialogue and topics for him to talk about. What is... Oh my god. Whatever, dude. This is fucking bullshit. I'm skipping to the next fucking section of this video, which is the fucking SonicFox thing. I know I don't really agree with SonicFox on a lot of shit. I still like him. Let's see how this fucking goes. This is so fucking stupid. Well, simply put, this shit sucks. I haven't been taking this very well at all mentally either. Mike and I have known each other for roughly 7 to 8 years now. He's someone I highly regard as one of my closest friends. It's no secret to anyone that he can be abrasive and even an asshole sometimes. Yes, we all know that. But never in my experience where things have ever gotten racist or creepy until as of recent. I wouldn't say what he said was racist. It was stupid, but it wasn't racist. And none of that was creepy. In my time growing up with the Skullgirls community, I looked at him as not only a huge mentor, but as one of my closest friends, and his beliefs I echoed as just an outlook in life. At my worst, he was one of the few people there for me, and one of the few people I could count on to vent to. Hell, he's one of the big reasons why I'm even still alive today, to be able to write something like this, and why I'm so confused and happy in being myself. He was one of the first few people I genuinely felt in my life that loved me unconditionally, and I still do think that. He was one of the few people I could talk to about anything for hours, and he'd listen and just be there when I was down and out. Don't be me, be you, the way you think I'd want you to be, or be you the way you think I'd want you to be. It's still such a powerful quote that he has said to me that I think about often as passing time. I always knew he was socially awkward, but I never thought of him as a malicious person. I even see him cry for his community members and try to give everyone the time of day. Over the years too, his beliefs and actions made me believe he has a soft heart. He always tried to support LGBTQ community and POC community, etc. the best way he knew how. Sorry if I sound bored, but I am reading this. So naturally, you can see why I'm incredibly devastated over the recent actions that occurred. Imagine someone you regard as one of your closest friends just suddenly not being the person you thought they were. When he made that racially insensitive comment, yes, it was racially insensitive. It wasn't racist though. I cursed him out. I don't think I've ever in my life popped off so hard on someone ever, but I did it for him because I knew him and I knew what he could be, or that he could be better. At least I thought I did. It was the first time in my years of knowing him that he'd ever said something like that. I genuinely felt he made a mistake. Even with how much he cried and beat himself up over making that stupid comment, I really gave him the benefit of the doubt to be better. That doesn't mean his actions don't come up with any consequences. I told him that as well. I told him I can defend his character, but not that comment full stop. But hearing women come out after their experiences with him and the unwanted advances and racially charged comment is where I have to draw the line. My heart aches for people who he's made very uncomfortable over the years. He has said something to them, and I cannot put in good faith to support him until he's willing to be better. I'm sorry to the people he has made feel gross or terrible about themselves. Keep going. I don't know what to say. This entire image is someone I love, someone I've known for literally thirds of my life, just getting shadowed like that. Heartbroken is an understatement. Due to my mental illness and being schizotypal, I don't know what the fuck that is. Expressing anger and sadness is dull or impossible for me. Sure it is. Those emotions are something that I rarely feel, if at all. I am mentally at my worst if I feel blank. Like Z somehow made me feel initially a heightened emotion of which one would perceive as anger, and now I feel blank. I've never understood how to properly express the grief that I Zangief that I feel lately from seeing my people dying in the streets by those pigs and not getting the justice they deserve. To seeing that someone you regard as your best friend not being who they actually are. What's even worse is seeing how his actions affected the community. No, my family. And seeing how much they ache. This person played Skullgirls 3 times on stream! And she only did it for the fucking artwork! She did it because she thought it was sexy! Not because she liked the fucking fighting game mechanics! Oh my god. And seeing how much they ache and share in this disappointment, everything really just sucks. I've fallen into terrible self-destructive habits again, since coping unhealthily is still a foreign concept to me. Forgive me if I've been unresponsive as of late. I don't think I've ever felt this conflicted in my life before. If you're reading this, Mike, I just want you to be better. Everything would be so much better for me if I could just hate you, cancel you, cast you to the side, forget you for the actions you've done. And I just can't. Deep down, I know I can't not love you for the influence you've had on my life. But right now, you fooled me twice. You did the one thing I hope my close friends would never do to me, and that is break my trust. If you truly care about me, the community that you said you do, then be better. Yeah, I don't ask questions to someone who's fucking... As much as this pains me in my heart to do this, I have to keep you at a distance now. I hope you understand. Anyways, thanks for reading. Forgive me if I feel out of it in these coming days, weeks, months. I don't fucking know. I apologize to anyone I've let down this last month. Is there tweets that I'm missing here? Is there something I'm missing? There has to be something I'm missing here. There has to 100% be something I'm missing here. Because these tweets are direct messages or whatever the fuck they are. I think it's Messenger. Or no, it's Twitter. Where's the creepy part at? Am I missing a portion of the DMs? Which we probably all are. Let's see. 3 1 1 4 6 6. Okay. And notice that she took screenshots of this yesterday. Okay. This is just my opinion, but this is all fucking pointless. There's nothing here. There's no substance. I went into this blind, and I'm happy that Mike Z didn't do anything. I'm happy. I expected this to be way worse the way people are talking about this shit. Just goes to show that someone can say something just, he was creepy. Oh, he must have been creepy. And then you just see DMs. You don't even read them. You see DMs and say, he's creepy. People just assume it's creepy without actually reading the fucking DMs. Usually I try to laugh this shit off. You know, I try to just, ha 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 ha. No, dude, this is fucking stupid. People are trying so hard to cancel him. And I won't really speak on SonicFox because, whatever. If you think this is somehow creepy because someone said it's creepy and sexist, I don't know how the fuck this is sexist. I have to be missing something here. Alright. Agree with me or don't. I don't really give a shit. I know a lot of people are probably going to say, oh, this is fucking creepy. This is weird. This is wrong. Don't know how you could see it that way, but if you see it that way, whatever. Fuck off. We have different opinions. You can have yours. I'm not going to tell you it's wrong. But to me, this is fucking ridiculous. How are people reading this shit and taking it any kind of inappropriate or wrong way? I don't get it. I really don't. This is fucking stupid. Alright. Bye. You know, I'm just going to say this. I think if anybody comes off as a creep in this conversation, it's the girl. For just starting a conversation by saying, thanks for Yuri BDSM. I love hentai art. I used to be a gravure model. And I love Dead or Alive, which is known to be sexualized heavily. Like, if anybody comes off as a creep and starts talking about sexual shit, it's her. But Mike is getting canceled for being creepy? This motherfucker's opened the conversation being creepy. Man, whatever. This dude.